Who are the happiest people on earth? Well, to begin with, they're people who believe in God. And a conviction that the God they believe in is the true, living God. He's for real. He's got great power. And He's essentially loving and kind and loves them and cares for them and provides for their needs. In short, that their God is for them, not against them. And this is in spite of the fact that they are aware of their moral failures and sins and shortcomings. But they are persuaded and convinced that their God has made a wonderful provision for the forgiveness of all their sins, so that they have no need to fear rejection or condemnation. The outward circumstances of these people is often one of oppression, trial, troubles, persecution, suffering, pain. And yet they are convinced that their God has got their situation completely under control, and that He is even using their sufferings and their hardships for His glory and for their own ultimate greater benefit. Let's look at some examples. The Apostle Peter wrote a letter to some Christians who were suffering persecution and were experiencing much grief through many trials. But in the middle of their grief, they knew a joy unspeakable, full of glory. Now that's happiness. Another example. Paul and Silas were arrested in the city of Philippi for doing good. And they were badly beaten up, thrown into prison, chained, and there in the middle of the night, bruised and bleeding, they were singing praises to God. That's happiness. A third example. The apostles in Jerusalem were all hauled before the Sanhedrin and threatened not to speak any more in the name of this Jesus. And then they were brutally flogged. As they went out, probably bleeding, they were rejoicing that they had been counted worthy to suffer for the name. Now this is real happiness, not dependent upon circumstances, but derived from faith in God and the deep conviction that God is real and God is for them and God has adopted them as His children and using them as His servants, and the assurance that God loves them and has prepared for them a wonderful future fills them with a joy unspeakable, full of glory. That's happiness. May God bless us all to have this kind of faith and happiness. God bless you.